Question number 66. In borax bead test, species present in colored substance with metal oxide is. In case of borax bead test, always the metaborate is formed. And that is formed actually by the reaction of metal oxide with the borax and boric anhydride we are taking here, that is obtained from borax, and the formation of BO2. This species is formed. So where the species BO2 negative is given, this BO2 negative is given in option 1. That's why I'm choosing this as the correct option. Now after this, we have the next question. Now question number 67. Select the correct statement based on the following E0 values. We have different half reactions. The E0 values are given, and on the basis of this we have to choose the correct statement. So if I look at the very first option, that Cl negative will be oxidized by I2. The second one is Cl2 will be reduced by Mn2 plus. Fe3 plus will be reduced by Cl negative, and I negative will be oxidized by Fe3 positive. On the basis of these given reaction, we need to just find out which statement is correct. So if I talk about the first expression, say this is expression 1, this is 2, further we have the third half reaction, then the fourth one. And we have to just compare the E0 value. You should know that whenever we talk about a particular process, suppose I talk about the option 1, Cl negative will be oxidized by I2. It means we need to compare the half reaction, second one, and the fourth one. We will compare their E0 cell value, and if E0 cell value is more than 0, it means if it is positive, then the process is feasible or spontaneous. And similarly, if I talk about the second option, that Cl2 will be reduced by Mn2 positive. In this case, we have to compare the E0 values of the second reaction and the third reaction. And then we'll obtain the E0 cell. And if that is positive, then we'll say this is spontaneous reaction. Similarly, for the third option, Fe3 positive will be reduced by Cl negative. We need to just compare first and the second reaction. And by that we'll identify E0 cell and we'll check whether it is feasible or not. Last option, I negative will be oxidized by Fe3 positive. For that also we need to compare half reaction 1 and 4. So if I consider the fourth option, where we have I negative will be oxidized by Fe3 positive. In this case also we have to compare their electrode potential. So E0 cell, for this particular case, if I just want to find out E0 cell, we know that is E cathode minus E anode, and for these two reaction we have at the cathode, that is Fe3 positive, Fe2 positive. This is the electrode potential of cathode. Then for anode, iodine is there, so it can be represented as It2I negative. This is the process. Now let's place the values here to find out the E0 cell. So here for this it is 0.77 would be minus, for this process this is 0.54. By looking at these reactions we can find out these values, and now it is 0.23 volt, a positive value we are obtaining here, and as this value is positive, it means this process is feasible. While if you check rest of the options, you will find out that all three processes, process 1, 2 and 3 is not feasible. That's why only statement that's correct here is option 4. I hope this question is clear to you. Let's take next question. Question number 68. Role of SO2 in the following reactions respectively are. We have two different reactions, A and B, in which SO2 is involved, and we need to just find out its role. So in the first one, it said, in first option we are talking about reducing in A and oxidizing in B. In the second option, oxidizing in A, reducing in B. In option 3, oxidizing in both A and B and reducing in both A and B. It means we need to just find out the nature of sulfur dioxide in both of these cases. Suppose first case is there in which this SO2 is getting changed into SO4 ion, sulfate ion we know. And if I just want to know what happened to the element present there, suppose I'm talking about SO2. In this case, sulfur is there and its oxidation state in this case is +4. So if it increases its oxidation number, its oxidation occur, it means it is acting as a reducing agent. While if it reduces its oxidation number, it means its reduction is there and it is acting as oxidizing agent. So we need to just check what happens to the oxidation number of the sulfur in this conversion. Here, if I talk about sulfate ion, the oxidation number of sulfur is +6. It means it is increasing its oxidation number. It means its oxidation is taking place. And if its oxidation is taking place, it means it is a reducing agent in this case. Reducing nature it is showing. Now, second one. We have the second reaction H2S reacting with SO2 to give you H2O and 3S. It means actually the process in which SO2 is involved is conversion from SO2 to S. So in SO2 the oxidation number of sulfur is +4 while in S it's 0. It means there is a decrease in oxidation number. It means reduction process is there. Sulfur dioxide is getting reduced. It means it is acting as oxidizing agent or it is showing its oxidizing nature. So, role of SO2 in the following reactions respectively are reducing and oxidizing. So, where this reducing and oxidizing is given, in case of A, it's reducing and in case of B, it is oxidizing. That's why option 1 is the correct option and I'm choosing it. After this, question number 69 I have. Select the incorrect statement among the following. We have different options given here. The first statement, all enzymes that utilizes ATP in phosphate transfer require magnesium as a cofactor. If I talk about all those enzymes that utilize ATP in phosphate transfer always require magnesium as a cofactor. This is a true statement and that's why I'll mark it correct further. Calcium plays important role in neuromuscular junction. Yes, calcium is a very important element that is quite important for neuromuscular function also. That's correct. Concentration of sodium and potassium are found much different on the opposite sides of cell membrane. If you look at the concentration of sodium and potassium, they have different concentrations in cell membrane. This is also the correct statement. In biological process, sodium pump does not involve potassium ion as a constituent ion. This is a wrong statement because if I talk about sodium pump, that involves both sodium and potassium ion. That's why this is the wrong statement. So we have to choose the incorrect statement. That's why I'm just choosing option 4 as the correct option. After this, we have question number 70. Question number 70. Cross-linked silicon polymer can be obtained by the condensation of. If you want to obtain the cross-linked silicon polymer, then definitely the monomer that you're using should contain 3 OH group present there. So if I talk about the formation of cross-linked polymer, that is only possible by the monomer that's given in option 3. Suppose I'm talking about this N molecules were there and there's the process of polymerization. And during this process, the formation of this polymer is taking place. So as it contains 3 OH, then definitely this type of cross-linking is possible. So I'm just showing you. This way. This type of polymer is formed and so on it is formed. It means this is a cross-linked polymer. For its formation, this is the monomer that can be used. So here this is the correct option and that's why I'm just choosing it here. After this, question number 71 we have.